realtors, they are coming to drop the check and they are calling from outside the house and saying, oh, I don't see any office there.
Yes.
Because there was no office.
There
It
no
was
office.
actually
Yes,
a basement.
Basement, yeah.
Hello, friends. Myself, Raman Dua. I would like to welcome you all in our weekly podcast, Real Talk with Raman. Today, we are going to share another interesting story. Yes, this is the story of SaveMax. And I have a special guest who started this journey from the day one with me. It will be wonderful to understand, to learn about his experiences and to know from him how he felt during his journey to SaveMax. So I have Mr. Sachin Gupta with me, who is CEO of SaveMax, a good friend, and I would say a brother from another mother. So Sachin, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Raman, and good morning.
That's great. So Sachin, I will take you back to the memories.
Yeah.
You remember how we met?
Yes.
How we started this journey?
Yes.
So viewers, they are curious to know how we met.
So, Raman, it's a very funny and interesting story. I was very new to Canada, was looking for a basement for rent, and incidentally, me and my wife, we both took the same number from the same store. And one fine day, I called for you, and on that day, you told me, this is the rent is, which I felt it was little high. And next day, my wife called you, and I don't know what conversation you had with her, and you called both of us to meet you. And then, we took your basement for rent. But the question that I have for you is that, was it a female factor or what was it that you called her, not me, for the same thing?
Yeah, Sachin, I still remember. Maybe it was a bad day and a good day.
Oh.
So when you called, maybe I was in a bad mood on that day, and when Chanchal called, maybe I was in a good mood that day. But you know what? I think she was more convincing than you on the phone.
Was it a convincing or charming?
You remember, I had to go to India after a few days.
I remember that.
Right? And you were a little scared to live in the house alone.
I can tell you that even still I remember that you told me that, whenever you want, you can come upstairs and, you can stay over there. And I used to have the fear that, you might have a camera in the houses and if I go up, you can see from India. So I had that thing at that time also.
Right. So Sachin, tell me something. What was the first impression you had?
Okay, so the first impression, since, the first time we met, the idea was we need to rent the basement. We are looking for a space to live. And at that time, I was denied a space by Canif. I want to rent an apartment over there. Not because I can't afford it, I couldn't pay for it, but because I did not have a job at that time.
Right.
And they asked me a job letter, which I didn't have. I was willing to pay them rent, but they refused me. But anyhow, that was a different story. When I met you, the first impression that I had, that you are a welcoming guy. Till today, you exactly carry the same persona. You are truthful, you are honest, and above all, you are helpful. You are willing to help. And that's what few things that I would say I admired even at that time, and even today I admire those things.
Let's talk about the career path which we were having at that time. I think, which year you came here?
I landed in September 2007.
2007. So I started my real estate career, and at that time I was a realtor.
Yeah.
And of course you were a new immigrant. You were looking for a job.
Yes, that's right.
Right? And, Sachin, do you remember those days when we used to take Nidhi, Chanchal, and Saisha and Shreya, and you used to flyer distribution?
Yes. Like our morning and evening walks were with our kids. Let's do flyers.
Let's do flyers, yeah.
Right? Even I remember that when you used to work on the Go Road side, and I used to live in that neighborhood, you used to come in the evening, have tea, and then we both used to go for the flyers with the students.
Right.
I remember those times.
Also, Sachin, it recalls me. I recall one more thing on those days. You were also looking for a job. Then I sent you to one of my friends to start a job, and I told you, Sachin, you can do this job only for 1 year.
Yes.
But the idea which we started conceiving about SaveMax, I think it was somewhere in 2009.
Yes, that's right.
Right? So you did a little job for like one and a half year, and I was actually progressing on my career as a realtor. But there were a lot many discussions which we were doing at that time.
Yes.
About the real estate, and I still remember you asked me a question, Raman, when can I buy my first house?
Yes.
Right?
I think that question came up only within 1 month I met you.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Sachin, tell me, what was your career before you came to Canada? What you were doing over there in India?
So Raman, in the initial days of my career, I was working with Satyam Infoway. They were doing, I would say, because internet was just came into India, and they were putting their, I would say, internet hubs all over Punjab. So I was handling their franchisee operations over there. And then I had my own business, which is related to the telecommunications, internet telephony. So I was doing good over there in India. I had no plans to come to Canada, just because my wife, she wanted to come to some foreign country. That's why she applied for Canada. But by the time we got the immigration, I was completely settled over there. Whether it was financially or I would say professionally, I was doing good. But when I came to Canada, the idea was, just take a PR card, fly back home,
and go back.
Okay, so that's what my career was before I came to Canada.
Sachin, I actually had the same thought process, or I had the same idea before I came to Canada, that I'll come here, do my landing papers, and will go back. And I came with the return ticket actually. But after 10 days, I started loving this country. In 2009, somewhere, I think August and September, we started conceiving this idea about SaveMax.
True.
I was getting a lot of problems from the company which I was working. There was a lot of hindrances for the growth. And I think the biggest challenge we had at that time was the flat model of the real estate industry. There was no scope of growth and going to the next level. Right?
Yes.
And we were talking, sitting in the basement. One day I came up and I said, Sachin, I want to open up my own company.
Yeah.
And even what was your reaction at that time? What did you think? Do you remember?
Well, I would say I do remember that when you said that, Sachin, I'm getting challenges from my existing brokerage. I want to build up a team, but these are the challenges I'm facing. And that's when you discuss about starting your own, I would say, company. And the first discussion that we had was what challenges we will face starting that company. Is it too early to start a company?
There you go.
I just have maybe 2 years of real estate experience. And there are no examples in the market starting a company with such a short experience.
Yes.
Right? So this was the discussion we had at that time.
And it was a lot of encouragement which actually we were giving to each other.
Yes.
But the major challenge we faced was from other friends, family members, as well as that Panditji story.
Yes.
That priest story, who told that, no, this is not a good time for you to start the business. But we still took the call. I remember I make you sit and Nidhi sit and all the family was sitting there. And I was explaining that, because that priest said, these 2 years are going to be very challenging.
Very tough.
Very tough. Now, my problem was, I always wanted to convince all of you guys to start something new so that we can work with a good energy in the positive direction. And I actually kept thinking for that idea for a couple of days. How should I convince you? And then I still remember that basement. We were sitting on 4 chairs over there, and I was coming and telling you guys, the priest is right. He is telling us that we're going to have problem for 2 years. Guys, we are starting new business. Of course, whenever we do, we're going to have those challenges.
Yes, challenges will be there, problems will be there, and we have to face them. Right?
So, do you remember the day when we started the company?
It was 24th April 2010.
There you go. And that was Shreya's birthday.
Shreya's birthday, yes.
I always considered Shreya as my lucky charm, so we wanted to make sure to start the
she's a lucky charm for everybody.
That's right, absolutely. So 24th April 2010, we did a good gathering over there in one of the banquet hall, I remember.
Shringar Banquet Hall, I remember
there
the
you
name.
go, and it was almost like 300 people. Sachin, I was on the stage on that day,
Yes.
and I've made an announcement that we are going to do $300 million
Yes.
in next 2 years.
Yes.
And do you know how many people approached me and said, I'm stupid, I'm crazy?
I exactly remember even, one of the dignitaries that we had in that party, he said that, what, are you really sure what you're talking about?
Of course, we didn't know what we are talking.
Yes,
Am I right?
That's right.
But still, we had an aspiration,
Yes. True.
right? And it came true.
True.
So that gave me more confidence
Yeah.
that, you know what? Say anything and everything with confidence and it is going to
It's
happen.
going to happen. Yes.
You remember building up that SaveMax logo?
Yes.
I think it was one of your friends
Yes.
who came
Just
to
came-
meet you, and
yeah.
she was a designer.
Yes.
And we were working on SaveMax logo. And at that time, I actually had that. You know that arrow where I got it from? When I was doing my MBA, over there I saw one of the brand, which is FedEx, and in FedEx brand there's a hidden arrow. If you look at that,
Yeah.
most of the time it will not be visible.
Yeah.
But there was a hidden arrow, and somehow that always attracted me. So when we were building up that logo, I came up with an idea that okay, let's put an arrow over
and
there.
and yeah.
But you know what? That dollar sign was not my idea,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That idea came from one of your friends.
Friends.
And all of a sudden, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that makes so much sense.
Because we designed the logo, the same X was returned, the arrow was there, but it wasn't like a normal S.
Normal as, yes.
Right? And then he said, you know what, you talk about money, you talk about real estate in making money, saving money. Why don't you signify it by putting a dollar over there?
There you go. And
And that made so much of sense, even today.
right. Such in initial days, there were a lot of challenges because first of all, we did not have any formal office.
Yes.
We actually didn't have that much money.
Yeah.
We had to take the softwares and all that stuff, and it was costing like $5,000-6,000. How are we gonna keep our first employee? All those were challenges. All those were like a lot of thought process were going.
Raman, I remember, there are few incidents which you never forget.
Right.
Okay. I remember once it was a weekend and Chanchal told me that, you know what, we have to go to IKEA to do some shopping. And on that day, I was the one who was handling all the calls in the basement. And I had to go to the IKEA. So what I did, I took the complete sheet with me, with pen and paper. And on the driving in the IKEA, I was taking the showings, writing those showings,
Yes.
calling the sellers, confirming the showings, and then calling back to the brokerage offices to confirm those showings.
Yeah.
So we have seen those times.
Right. Because at that time, the challenge was, first of all, there was not too much money which was
Yes.
there on the savings.
Yeah.
And we had no experience of running the company.
True.
But I still personally feel, and I'm very thankful to all those individuals
Yeah.
who came and joined us
Yeah.
at that time
True.
when we were running this company from a basement. Because today everybody wants to come become
yes.
part of SaveMax. But at that time, the challenge was a little different. You want to talk about that written threat which we got?
So I think by that time we have already moved to our Brampton office. One day you called me and your friend was here from Australia, if I remember correctly.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, and you came to me, Sachin, I received one letter in my mail, and that letter said that. I forgot that.
I remember.
You remember that because you got the threat, right?
I got the threat. It says your days are numbered.
Your days are numbered, yes.
Right? And I know it was not an easy, and we were quite young at that
Yes,
time. Like we didn't
yes.
even know what to do.
Yes, that's right.
Right? But I think over ignorance, over not understanding these things
Yeah.
was an asset for us at that time.
Sometimes ignorance is the bliss.
Not sometimes, Sachin. I believe every time in life, ignorance is a bliss.
Yeah.
And I know pretty much like for 1.5 years, I want to say a special thanks to you and Nidhi, who were always at the backup.
Yeah.
And you were accompanying me in pretty much all the listing presentations or showings and everything. And Nidhi was always on the hold. You remember
Many times I have to go and find you. Where are you?
Right. one day, though Nidhi had that instruction that
Yes.
she used to text me after every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't get the reply in 30 seconds,
Yeah.
she was instructed to call 911.
That's right,
And one day
that's
I
right.
forgot to reply her. It was like almost 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she was about to call 911, but she called you and then you called back.
Yeah.
By chance, I picked up the phone and we saved the call for 911,
That's
right?
true.
So almost, I would say 1.5 year we worked from the
1.5
basement,
year we worked from the basement.
right? Because we moved to our first office in Brampton.
Yeah, in approximately 2011 mid.
No, 2012.
12, yes.
It was in
Yes.
January 2012.
12, yes.
Right.
Because for 4 or 6 months the construction was happening over there.
Yeah.
And then we exactly moved in 2012.
I don't know. There was no idea of opening up the brokerage. Sometime things just happened.
Happened, yes.
We were building up that plaza in Brampton,
Yes.
and I thought, you know what? Let me have a unit for myself.
Yeah.
So I picked up the best unit in that, the corner unit, the bigger one.
Yeah.
And see, later on, we
opened
ended up
our
opening
office.
our first office there in
Over
that
there.
particular.
And I remember when we went to that office first time, we thought, you know what, it's such a big office. What we will do with this office?
I know.
We are only 5 or 7 people, and we are happy in our basement.
Yes. Yeah. And because you know what, Nidhi was actually, I don't know how many hands Nidhi had at that time. She was holding Shreya with one hand,
Yeah.
attending the calls from the other hand, and from the third hand,
Yeah.
she was making food for all of
Yes,
us,
yes.
right? Many times this incidents happen. People actually, because our office address was there on the MLS and
Yeah.
all other advertisement and everything, realtors, they are coming to drop the check and they are calling from outside the house and saying,
Yeah.
oh, I don't see any office there.
Yes.
Because there was no office.
There was
It
no
was
office,
actually
yes,
a basement.
basement, yeah.
And every time they were like, oh, you run an operation from the basement?
Basement, yeah, yeah.
You want to talk about your introduction to SaveMax? How much was your salary?
I think the first contract that was made for me for SaveMax was written on a tissue paper in a restaurant which is in Trinity Mall, right? And that's where the first contract was written on, as you said, on tissue paper. And the first salary I had was $1,000 a month.
Right.
And I think I worked on that salary approximately around 9 to 10 months till the time I got my license.
Oh, no, 6 months.
6 months.
I think it was little more than 1,000. You actually requested for 1,000
Yes,
at that time.
yes.
You and me were having the conversation
Yeah,
that Sachin, this is what I am planning. Would you like to be part of it? So at that time you were like, Raman, you know what? Right now I don't have much to do.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely I can be part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure if you are aware about a conversation which actually me and Chanchal had before that.
Yeah.
She came to fight with me. I don't know if she told you or no, because I was actually about to hire somebody else
Yeah.
at that time, and that guy said no.
Yeah.
And Chanchal came to know, and she came to me and she said, Raman, Sachin is also looking for a job and you never thought about it. And I said, I really never thought about it. But yes, it was my fault. It never came to my mind.
Yeah.
And then we had a conversation sitting in a restaurant, and I think we made the first contract on a tissue paper.
That's right. That's right. Again,
And I still remember you took a promise from me at that time that, Raman, it doesn't matter how much salary I get paid right now,
Yeah.
but you have to promise me something. If we reach somewhere, we reach together.
yeah, that's right.
And today, that
Yeah.
journey, which we started as an admin assistant, within I would say 10 years,
Yeah.
has reached to a level, and I personally feel proud into that.
Yeah.
So how do you feel starting that journey from almost $1,500 salary, starting as an admin assistant to a CEO? I'm pretty sure you might have your own struggles. You
Yes.
might have your own fights, right, with yourself. Or many times we actually had good heated conversations, right?
Definitely. So, Raman, I will take it little more by back because even before I joined SaveMax, or we started the idea of having a SaveMax, I was looking for a job, and I think I gave around 200, I sent around my resume to around 200 companies. Nobody hired me. At that time, Future Shop was one destination where every new immigrant will get the job.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But I didn't get the job over there. And that's the reason Chanchal, who is always a fighter when it comes to my cause, right? She approached you. So I think it was destined to happen like this. That's the reason that I didn't get the job. If I would have got the job, you might not have offered me. We might not have started like this. Definitely, the journey had its own struggle.
Yeah.
We had our own disagreements many times. Even still, we have it on a daily basis. But the best part is that we decided to agree on our disagreements and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can, on a funnier side of it, if you would have been a husband, wife, and I'm your wife, I would have been a millionaire by now because I would have 50% of your assets. We would have been divorced by now.
Right. Sachin, I know that journey which we started as a discussion in a restaurant from a tissue paper has come up into such a wonderful relationship where we not only share a very, I would say, elite professional ground, but there's a strong bonding between families and kids and on the personal level as well. There were many points where we had our own different thought process, but we always believed in let's agree on disagreement. And many times you might have said, let Raman make a call. Many times I might have thought, let Sachin make a call. And I think this is what the beauty which we carried in SaveMax at all levels.
True.
Right? Sachin, we opened our first office somewhere in 2012 in Brampton. I think at that time I was feeling more that we should move to a professional office. I know there were lot many expenses involved into it. And the first year in the office was having its own challenges to set up everything. And we had no experience. I think Nidhi also played a very well role at that time, putting up that beautiful office. Am I right?
Yes, that's right.
And I think everybody appreciated, though it was not that big, but I think it was very, very welcoming.
True.
And in 2011, we had a team of 10 to 15 agents?
Yes, I think less than 15 agents that
less
we
than
had
15 agents.
Yes.
But we started making mark in GTA market at that time.
Right.
Sachin, I want to talk about one more thing. You remember we got arrogant.
Yes.
Right?
We got success too early at that time.
I know. And believe me, success was on our head.
Yes.
And we were behaving like we are the kings.
Yes.
But very soon I realized it. I know I was getting complaint for you guys every day when I started building up the team. And one day I was very surprised. I was shocked that how come there are so many complaints which I'm getting about my team members. And I remember I actually sat with you and a couple of other team members and I asked what is the problem? Why we are having that many complaints? You want to tell me, what did you tell me at that time?
Because I think, Raman, we had gone too aggressive at that time.
Yes.
Right? In our aggression, we never...
Sachin, I would not say we were aggressive, we were arrogant.
We couldn't find the fine line between aggression and the arrogance.
Maybe. We were not that mature at that time.
We are not that mature at that time.
There you go.
So our aggression, when we didn't realize when our aggression is getting converted into arrogance.
Yes.
Right? And I remember we were having a meeting at that time, and you asked me, Sachin, what's the problem? I'm getting so many complaints from you. Realtors are calling me to complain about you, especially realtors are calling me.
Yes.
And I said, you know what, Raman, I don't know. I'm behaving the same way you are behaving.
Right. Yes.
Right? Exactly same thing you do to the realtors. Same thing when I go out there, I do the same thing.
Yes. And you know what? That was a great eye-opener for me.
Yeah.
I actually came back home and I thought, wow, I never thought that way.
Yeah.
Right? And that was so true.
True.
And thank you for opening my eyes. But Sachin, after that, I decided that, you know what? If we want to grow in our life, we have to become more humble.
Yes, it's very important.
And I think that was a very big turning point in our professional career.
Yeah.
And it took me 6 months because I didn't come back to you and told you guys to change yourself.
Yeah.
Because first I wanted to change myself.
True.
I wanted to see if I can do that or no.
Yeah.
If I cannot do that, I want to practice what I preach.
True.
So I fought with me for 6 months. You won't believe what kind of situations I might have gone through because I never came and shared those. There was a realtor who was pretty much kind of abusive to me in my office, and I still maintained my cool and calm just because I wanted to change myself.
Yes.
Right? So we tried our level best to reduce that arrogance day by day, one by one realtor.
Yeah.
And I think I personally want to actually give a pat on my back for that commendable effort. And you know what? I want to say a personal thanks to you, because you were the one who said in the meeting that, Raman, it is because of you.
Yeah.
After 6 months, I came back to you and said, you know what, guys? I have changed myself a little bit. Now it's your time.
It's your turn to do it. True.
Better if I get any complaint about you guys.
Yes.
So, Sachin, I think that learning I carried
Yeah.
for whole of my life, and I will try to practice it as much as I can.
Yeah.
The more you grow, the
more
humble
humble
you
you
become.
become. Yes.
Because your humbleness is going to bring more success to you.
Very true, Raman, and that's a, I would say, right statement to make, because with success, definitely, sometimes we are not mature enough to handle that success. So it is very important to learn that to be humble when you get the success.
Yes.
When you don't have a success, definitely you can say I'm humble, but it's important when you getting that success, digesting that success is very, very important.
Yeah. Sachin, you want to talk a little bit about the disagreements? See, we both laugh.
We can have a separate podcast on that.
But I think this is the beauty
Yes.
which we carried.
Yeah.
On every disagreement, we laughed.
Yes.
Right? We laughed that, you know what? Yes, we are different, but we have the same mission.
True.
Whenever we have to put up a new strategy, I know you always came up with so many ideas, and you know what? I always used to ignore your ideas. And next day, I package the same idea, bring it back on
Not
the table.
next day. You will wait for 3 months.
Okay.
You will package it well, and you come back to in a morning meeting with all pump. Guys, I have got a great idea today. Right? I was in the shower and I had this idea, and you will say that idea. So you know what? Exactly same thing I said 3 months before to him.
Yeah. But Sachin, the challenge was, you know what? You were bringing the raw idea. You never brought me the idea very well refined.
Every idea when we start, it's a raw idea. It has to be refined.
Could be. And see, again we are arguing. Sachin, this journey has been amazing, and I think today we have built up SaveMax onto a level where we are ready to take
Yeah.
this brand to the international level.
Yeah.
There are many new realtors, new brokers, new business owners.
Yeah.
What would be your advice to them?
So definitely the kind of, I would say, system that we have built from, if I go back, I know yesterday we were talking about in the boardroom that, what is the mission statement of SaveMax, and today we talk about it's about creating success for others. It was not there 10 years before. We never spoke about these things 10 years before. But if I correlate, even at that time, our mission was to create success for our realtors.
That's right. Yes.
To make our realtors productive.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So even though we were not talking about it,
yeah,
we were doing it.
That's right.
Right? So the suggestion or piece of advice that I would like to give to every new business owner would be is try to create success for others. If you work towards creating success for others,
yeah,
your success will automatically be created.
That's right.
No matter what level you are working at. You are working at a level of, as a realtor, if I talk about real estate, you are working at a level of a team lead, or you are starting a franchisee, or you're starting your own business.
Right.
That is very, very important. That's what I feel. Definitely other things like hard work, integrity, those things are always there.
Yeah.
But creating success is very, very important.
Sachin, I would like to advise to the new business owners. First of all, guys, take chances in your life. If you are doing a business, make sure you have to make your business and your service better every next day.
Yes.
And work for your clients.
Yeah.
If any business, if you work for your clients, definitely there is no chances that your clients are not going to take care of your business. And another important advice, build up the best of the best team in your surrounding.
Yeah.
And how can you do that? When you work on making your people successful.
Yes.
If you have a defined career path for your team members, why would they leave?
Definitely.
Right? So I think any business.
So the crux would be have the right set of people around you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Any regrets, Sachin?
Raman, I would say I don't carry regrets.
Right.
There are always, I would say, learnings from everything that happens, and you got to learn from those incidents.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got to take the life it comes. There should not be any regrets, and I don't carry those regrets with me.
Right.
Okay, so whatever I would say challenges we face, whether it's professional or personal, there is a learning, and we have to take that learning and move forward from there.
Sachin, actually, this question has been asked from me a couple of times, and I was thinking, like,
Yeah, I want to ask that question to you. Do you have any regrets?
Sachin, personally, I don't think so. I have any regrets, because you know what? I think we did everything as a fun part.
Yes.
We did everything as a journey for us.
Yeah.
If I look back and where I want to make myself better, or I think I would have done that thing, I would say I should have started reading books earlier. I started reading books like almost 3 years before. I wish somebody would have guided me when I was 20, 25. Trust me, I think we would have done a different kind of learning. But still, I feel at that time we enjoyed our life in a different way. We are enjoying our life in a different way. And the good part is I'm happy that I have started reading books.
So again, I understand what you're saying, Daman, but if you might have read the books at that time, too much of knowledge
Yeah.
might be a challenge also.
Maybe, absolutely, absolutely.
Right? So whatever happens, I feel somebody has planned for us.
That's right, absolutely.
So let's accept that plan and enjoy that plan.
Absolutely. Sachin, what if we wouldn't have met
Yes.
and you are not working in SaveMax?
Yes.
What would you have been doing?
As I mentioned before, I was looking for a job before we talked about SaveMax or getting into the real estate. I was technically either I was told that you are too overqualified for this job or you were underqualified for this job. So if I'm not been doing a SaveMax, I think I'm destined to work in SaveMax. I'm destined to be a realtor,
Right.
and this relation has been destined to be built like this.
Yes.
Right? So I can't imagine what I would have been doing if I'm not doing this.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Sachin, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always wanted to do in business, but I always had the second and third backup with me. You want to know what was my second backup?
What is it?
So I wanted to become an entrepreneur. That was my first choice. My second choice was I wanted to become an entrepreneur. My third choice was I wanted to become an entrepreneur. So I always had those backups with me. Sachin, I think if we give options to ourselves,
Yes.
we will never succeed.
Yes.
So success is the only option which I personally carry in my life.
And that's the same motto that we work with in SaveMax also. That success is the only option.
There you go. And our definition of success is create success for others.
Others. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So Sachin, thank you very much for joining for today's podcast. You know what? It refreshed so many memories.
Yes.
I still remember those struggles, those challenges, shortage of money,
Yeah.
getting the threat from people, and getting threatening calls from big corporates.
Yes.
Local challenges,
Yeah.
family challenges, kids, every kind of situation we have gone through.
I still remember in the beginning when we started the company, we get the legal notices from the most biggest corporations, right? And like we handle those situations also.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So definitely our journey had ups and downs.
Yes.
But we enjoyed this journey together. That is the best part.
Absolutely. So friends, I'm pretty sure our journey will give you some inspiration, especially to those entrepreneurs who are just starting to follow their dream. Never give up, because there is a destination of success waiting for you, and that destination can be achieved only if you have the attitude to win. Thank you very much for joining today's podcast, and hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you can get a notification for our next episodes. Have an amazing day.